Q. You mentioned that you support GCV for $314,159. Why not use this money to buy my Pi at this price? To prove that you really support GCV. I always laugh out loud at this question. This is really interesting. Firstly, I'm not stupid. And secondly, even after the Pi was not designed to be sold or bought. Even after the exchange market listed it, prices will also remain stable, and buying and selling are now prohibited. What are we actually buying and selling? We usually buy stocks, securities, or traditional cryptocurrencies and sell them for a profit, right? However, the Pi was not designed for this purpose. It was designed as a currency. You've seen people buy our MB to make money. Canadian dollars or dollars? No, because you can't make any money like that. In fact, you often suffer losses because banks offer different buying and selling exchange rates. That's why we use convert to dollars. The reason for terms such as Canadian dollar or RMB. So when you need dollars to pay, you're actually converting your fiat currency into dollars, or it's called conversion. So what else do we buy and sell to make money? Some people invest in real estate, hoping to sell at a higher price when the market goes up. But this comes with risks and many associated costs. The rest of what we buy is usually not for sale. For example, our own homes, cars, groceries, and appliances. If we sell them, we may incur losses due to depreciation or amortization because their value will decline rapidly. At present, Pi should not be regarded as a security, stocks, or traditional cryptocurrencies. A security or commodity bought or sold for profit. Many people are actively buying and selling Pi on the black market because they mistakenly believe that Pi is a traditional cryptocurrency. They either haven't read the white paper, either read, but don't believe Pi can be said to be the real currency. They want to buy now and sell on the exchange at a profit. This is the motivation for people who want to stock up on more Pi because they want to buy from Pioneer. So they launched a furious attack on GCV because they are worried that if the pioneers understand that they hold something of value, they will have to spend more money to obtain Pi from pioneers. Therefore, they tried to pass the Pi held by the pioneers, labeled worthless, to deceive pioneers, to lure them into selling. However, during the closed mainnet phase, such activities are prohibited. All such accounts will be frozen. Although CT has not yet released a list of wallets for these frozen accounts, but that doesn't mean they haven't taken action. Many accounts have been frozen. Others are still active on the black market. It has also been labeled as CT, thus trying to catch the big fish. Some pioneers ask why CT didn't punish them. The truth is that CT has taken action that you may not have known about. Those who choose to steal will ultimately suffer losses. Therefore, I suggest that those who are still engaged in the black market stop, because you will not only lose your Pi, but also your fiat currency. If you are still doing this, that means you will lose a lot of fiat currency, because all the fiat currency you spent to get the Pi will be lost, because Pi will be confiscated by CT. Pi will not legally belong to you. I don't want to see other pioneers celebrating their new wealth. You may find yourself in huge fiat currency debt. You also lost Pi. Someone might sue you because you affected the Pi network and violated the policy. Now, let's talk about why I won't buy your Pi. I can achieve the success of GCV without any investment. I don't have to do my best to convince you of GCV. I only focus on pioneers who will care about themselves and be smart because they understand it well. I don't care if you believe it. Some people don't get it. We're in the middle of a coinage process. This involves creating small transactions to generate more blockchain records. Even a 1-cent product can result in a GCV deal. So why do I need to give you $314,159 to prove the GCV? No matter the size of the transaction, they're all equally important. I firmly believe that GCV has achieved success. we can not only set 10 million GCV records, it can also help businesses grow. These businesses can still earn significant amounts of fiat currency through GCV and increase their visibility and market share. For pioneers, creating a GCV doesn't require a large investment. In fact, it also saves them a lot of money. As long as we can all understand this simple logic, GCV rollout will be a breeze. Furthermore, if everyone is actively involved, millions of businesses can even join in before is released. This will contribute to the long-term prosperity of the Pi network. I would also like to emphasize the existence of GCV is to resist those who try to speculate through Pi. I have developed a series of strategies to stop those who want to abuse Pi. This is why so many pioneers and business people will support Pi and GCV. This reflects our wisdom. We can achieve success without wasting any resources, just like we don't need to buy a ton of goods to prove that it weighs the same. We also don't need to spend $314,159 to prove the value of GCV, a product worth only 1 cent. You can achieve this goal because 1 Pi equals $314,159. This is because Pi is a currency. It is used to measure assets, products, services, liabilities, and equity. Currency is not for buying and selling. It is to facilitate the exchange of goods and services. You can think of it as a measuring tool. GCV is a measurement of 1 Pi. If we use measurements that are too small, a few hundred years won't suffice. Also, I noticed that some cryptocurrency holders pretend to be a pioneer in order to attack GCV. They were wrong because the Pi will act as a stablecoin, not as a speculative currency. Pi will not compete with your cryptocurrency. On the contrary, it will provide a stable benchmark for the trading market. Currently, we have USDT, but in the future, Pi is likely to become the standard. I want to tell those who hold traditional cryptocurrencies, Pi has fundamentally different characteristics from those of traditional cryptocurrencies. However, for those seeking a better quality of life in the future, supporting Pi and GCV will undoubtedly promote more favorable outcomes, whether you are a pioneer or not.
当年推销比特币，只要注册这群年轻人开发的钱包，就送100个比特币，却几乎无人问津。如今，比特币已经突破10万美元。Pi Network， 别人探讨可能，我们创造可能。Pi GCV 派等于314159美元，全球先驱者继续加油！祝Pi网络早日以 GCV 成功开放主网